Morning everyone, Aaron here from AJ Adventures. Thank you very much for tuning in. Well, yesterday I went for a flight took off from Cooking Lake Airport. I'll show some footage of that in here. It was a chaotic flight, to say the least. So what happened basically is I got all set up in the infield at the next to the runway. I looked around, I made sure there was no aircraft around. I couldn't hear any aircraft running. Coast was clear, so I made my radio call. Just said that paramotor India Mike Uniform India, launching from the midfield, climbing to 2,800 feet and heading north. Did my launch, was all good. Started heading north, doing my climb out, and I was flying out over the Narrows, and then I heard somebody on the radio saying, "Be advised, there's a paramotor over the Narrows, and I don't think he has a radio." So I got very concerned as soon as I heard that. I got on the radio, made a radio call did a radio check, sorry. No reply. So I did a few more radio checks, no reply. I started making sure the cable was pushed all the way into my earpiece, checking the cable was plugged into the radio. Did another radio check, nothing. I took the radio out. I'm on the right station, all right. Tried changing to another one, going back, turning it off, on, all that stuff. Nothing was working. So I could transmit, but I couldn't transmit, but I could receive. So I thought, well, maybe it's a headset. So I unplugged the headset. I made a radio call saying, Cooking Lake traffic, paramotor, India Mike Uniform India. I'm having radio issues. I'm heading back to the airfield, going to land in the infield. And I quickly plugged it in to see if I could hear a reply, and I did. So I knew then that it was my headset. So I heard somebody saying on the radio that, they heard the transmission, clear the runway, paramotors coming in. Now I was fighting against the winds, and they had picked up at 500 feet, so I had to get down below them. Made another radio call, unplugged the radio, my headset, and told them it's going to take me about 15 minutes to get back to the airfield. I'll radio again when I'm closer. And as soon as I did that, the cable just fell in my hand. And I realized that it wasn't unplugged, it had come unthreaded, and the plug-in that goes into the headset had fallen apart. So I took the helmet off in flight. I know it's kind of dangerous, but I was very concerned about not being able to communicate. You can see it in the video there with the chase cam. I was really concerned about not being able to communicate with other aircraft. So I was able to thread it back in, tighten it up really good, put the helmet on, get on the radio, made another radio check, and somebody got on saying they read me 5x5. So I told them again that I got back on the radio and I said, "Thank you for your patience. Sorry about the issues. I'm continuing my flight heading north." And so you can see on the map there where I was diverting back to the airport. But then I turned around and continued my flight up north. I was trying to get up to go around Elk Island. But the winds I was pretty much stuck at a standstill for a while. I swooped down, had some fun around a muskeg area, and saw a guy or somebody out walking their dog, waved at them, and then I realized I wasn't going to be able to get to Elk Island. So after motoring around for a little while, headed back to the airfield and, made my landing in the infield. And it was a good landing, so no issues with that one. As I was packing things up, some people from the Alberta Aeronautics College there came over to chat with me about what had happened, and we talked about it, and so they're really cool about it. Thanks, guys, if you see this. So they have a lot of students there, and the students, I totally understand. They're like, "We don't know what to do with this guy. He's not on a radio." And so I'd like to apologize about that. But we got it figured out. So now part of my pre-check, I'm going to make sure that is threaded all the way in. So when you have an incident while you're out flying, try to incorporate and learn from it and use that in the future, like I'm going to with this one, and it's going to be part of my pre-flight check now. Okay, on to today. What we're doing is I was about to go flying, but there's some overcast, and we'll see how the day turns out. but the 10-hour maintenance inspection is due on this. So it's a real quick, easy one. Going to go through that. I have the manual, the user manual and the maintenance manual downloaded on my iPad. So if you're going to download it, make sure you get the right one for your engine. This one here, I've got the V1, so version 1 version 2025, valid for my 25 version of the Monster 185 Plus. So when you scroll down, and as you can see, this is the maintenance manual, goes into how to do specific jobs. All right, so here's the schedule. So for every 10 hours, all we have is the airbox snap lock and the airbox safety strap. So this is my first time doing it. I know this is the airbox. The safety strap is right behind it, but I'm still going to check the manual. Almost 30 years working on aircraft. It's force of habit now, so got to make sure I check it properly. So I'm going to read through this and then I'll show you what we're doing. So this is just a visual check, but I'm going to go through a few things just to make sure. So let's get this undone. All right. Okay, there's the clamp right under here, and there's a little Phillips screw for that. So I'm going to do a torque check on that, 2.5 Newton meters. And while I'm here, I can check the strap. I'll show you guys this. So up under here, I don't know if you can see it, right up in here is a Phillips screw. So I'm going to torque check that. And then in the back here, we got this strap here. In case it does come undone, it doesn't go flying through your prop and stuff. Okay. I picked up a new tiny torque wrench specifically for working on the paramotor, instead of the big one I used for my Jeep all the time. All right. All right, 7mm socket, 2.5 Newton meters. There we go. Torque is good. Strap has not come undone at all, so that's good. All right, so those are the main things for the inspection. Just those two. It's really quick, easy one. You got to do this every 10 hours, but I'm going to check a few other things. I'm going to take a look at my spark plug, check my battery voltage, torque check my prop, and the tension of the belt. Just stuff for peace of mind. I've done a warranty claim for the starter. So the electric starter sounds like the magnets came apart or something inside there. It just makes a really loud whining noise. Does not engage or turn over the engine. So Vitarazi has been awesome, really quick. A new one is in the mail and on its way to me, and then I can change that out. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, carburetor, reed valve, exhaust, pull starter, electric start, flywheel, transmission, belt tensioning. It's got an interactive, what is that, table of contents. So you just click on it, it goes to that page. It's nice. All right, loosen the hexagonal screw M8x16 on the eccentric. Okay. Tension the belt until... Oh. Wow. Really? All right, so for belt tensioning, just going to check it by hand. I'm not actually going to try and retension it because every 3 retentions you have to replace the screw that holds it in place. You need to check your hertz. Tightens to 25 Newton meters. All right, cool. All right, not too bad. Sitting at 12 volts. Probably put my trickle charger on it and that back up later. Okay, now let's check the propeller. Neat. Oh, getting into the oil. Carbon fiber propeller, which this is, 10 to 12 Newton meters, so not very much. It's pretty neat. I don't know if you can see this on here, but the propeller is actually 2 pieces that slide together in the middle and then bolt together. Okay, 10 to 12 Newton meters. All right, so these take a size 5 Allen key. I'm going to star pattern. Oops. So this here's my reserve chute. It sits on my lap just because it's a larger style than the kind that would normally go on the side because I weigh a lot. So this pocket here is really good. Keep your cell phone in there and I can keep checking, make sure I'm on the right path or, checking my altitude, all that kind of stuff. The only thing I would like to modify on this is here having a clear pouch that just Velcro on the end, open it up, cell phone slides in, close it, you can still do stuff on the screen. That would make things a lot easier while flying instead of having to constantly unzip, pull it out, look, slide it back in, right? Yeah, and it doesn't affect the way the parachute would operate because if I need to use it, I just yank on this handle and toss it down and to the side. The case stays where it is, the parachute comes out, so yeah, it wouldn't affect that at all. So, radio pouch, cell phone mount. Yeah, that's about it. Other than that, this thing is awesome. Love flying this thing. So I haven't really talked about this much, but things that I keep with me when I'm flying. So this here is my certificate of registration. On the back here, I've got my certificate for liability insurance, aircraft insurance. Oops. My medical certificate. And this is my my student pilot permit that has been signed off on the back here. And that gives me 90 days from this date to get my aviation document booklet. So I'm still waiting for that. I've put in all the paperwork. I'm just waiting for Transport Canada to sign it off and send it to me. Also, we have had Canada Post on strike, so it could be in the mail. I don't know. All right, so that 10-hour paramotor inspection that I did, I'm just going to record it in my logbook. Just write down what day I did it on and what I checked and that it was all good. And yeah, I hope that some of the information in this video was able to help. So yeah, I'm fairly new to this sport, but I am loving it. It's the peace and tranquility you get when you're up there in the air, and a few seconds of sheer terror when you hit some turbulence, but then back to the peace of mind. It's amazing. I love it. For those of you that are also new to the sport, there are countless resources online. People that with more experience, they offer lots of information and are a wealth of knowledge. So lots of Facebook groups and things online, fly-ins, and don't be afraid to get out there and fly and try talking to aerodromes. A lot of people, they don't like flying near airports. Just work on your radio skills. So yeah, I hope this video helped some of you or found it entertaining, whichever. And you guys take care, and I'll see you on the trail and in the skies. Cook and Lake Traffic, Paramotor, India, Mike, Uniform, India, launching from the infield, climbing to 500 feet AGL and heading north.